Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to XFW. This is the Danger Zone. And we're starting things off with the Ministry of Darkness. Drago entering the fray with River Styx right behind him. Drago, the leader of the Ministry.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
The menacing look of Drago as he makes his way down the ringside.
From New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 314 pounds, Drago.
The man who continues to spread his dark and evil influence over all of XFW.
And his opponent,
And here comes Terry Sexton.
From Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at
The former Thunder
241
from
pounds.
down under male exotic dancer.
Sexton.
This man is no stranger to dealing with Drago. Actually holds a pinfall victory over Drago inside the square circle a number of months ago. Can he repeat that tonight and get a pinfall victory over Drago? Terry definitely seems ready to go tonight. Terry even pulled off some early on dance moves. Mike Couture called for the bell, folks. Danger Zone is now underway. Terry already with Drago on his shoulder, takes him down into a cutter. Terry Sexton not playing around tonight. Drago already down. Terry with a cover. Drago gets the shoulder up, not even a one count. Drago fires back with an elbow shot right to the face. And Drago goes for a clothesline. Terry Sexton dodging out of the way. Rajesh, thank you for liking the stream. Terry Sexton now with some words for Drago. I don't know if that's wise. He wants to keep up the offense. But right now, Terry Sexton in control of this contest. Drago with a handful of hair now. Throwing Sexton to the canvas. And there's the clothesline. The first one missing, the second one finding its mark as XFW kicks off tonight. Drago now with repeated shots, now hoisting Terry up. Oh my dear Lord, face first, down to the canvas. Whirlwind style slam there by Drago. Want to welcome everyone, thank you for joining us here at XFW Night. Jordan Show, thank you for sharing the stream. Drago now with Terry. Slow, methodical neckbreaker connects on the former Thunder from down under male exotic dancer, but fires back and a shot to the face of Drago. Terry Sexton on the takedown. Now stomping away. Drago now in trouble. Ruben 1994, thank you for cheering over on Twitch, and welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Big right hand now by Terry Sexton. You saw him shake his hand a little bit, heard it there on the skull of Drago. Sexton now again with a cover, but not even a one count again. Drago seemingly almost uninjured by the offense of Sexton. Now Drago now fighting his way back to his feet. Hard shot to the midsection and a big right hand now by Drago. Drago again seeming to shake off. He's got Sexton up and a powerbomb. Good Lord, hoist him up. Turns it into a Samoan drop. Drago back in control. Sexton having some serious offense, some outstanding runs so far in this match. But Drago continuously seeming to shake it off as nothing happens. And now Drago with a shot. Look at River Styx getting right in the face of Terry Sexton. She is not afraid to mix it up with the male superstars here in XFW. Sexton needs to realize where he's at. And look at River Styx throwing Sexton back inside. Throwing him to the proverbial wolves. Back inside, now Drago again, hoisting him up a second time, and a powerbomb. A second, and again up on the shoulders. A Samoan drop another time for Terry Sexton. River Styx now cheering on. Sexton on the receiving, the Demon's touch, connecting, and Sexton head over heels. We've got a cover already by Drago. Terry Sexton getting the shoulder up. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to XFW tonight. Whether you're on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the likes and the shares we've already received. And Sexton just landed an outstanding spear. And now Sexton trying to get this capacity crowd behind him. Trying to build momentum. Trying to pull a little bit for the former dancing days as Sexton, look at this, Sexton now lands the neck breaker on Drago. Sexton hits the neck breaker, but Drago already rolling, already moving. Sexton without an Irish whip. Sexton literally just hit his finishing maneuver, and Drago again shaking it off. And now on a backbreaker. Turns into a power slam. Sexton now rolling to the outside of trying to avoid any further damage, but here comes Drago again, relentless. This voodoo machine from Louisiana. Drago, the leader of the ministry. Thank you for liking the stream and welcome to XFW. Sexton right back on the defense. Drago again just pouring it on. And again, seemingly indestructible is Drago. Irish whip now. Drago swings wildly. Terry bears it, dodging out of the way, but a forearm connects, and Drago just busted. Oh! Just busted open Terry Sexton. And then spit blood at the audience right in the front row. There's a little kid in that front row, and Drago may have just covered that little kid with blood. Sexton now on the top rope. Drago hoists him off. Hip toss from the top rope. And again, Drago mocking the crowd. Drago now standing over Sexton. Drago hoists him up. Voodoo slam. Sexton catching some serious airtime. Drago now with a cover. That's it. Drago seemingly uninjured by all the offense that poor Terry Sexton had unleashed out, who had a great start to this match. But Sexton continuously overturned and outpowered by the leader of the ministry, Drago. The leader of the ministry, victorious tonight. And again, River Styx getting involved in the match. You see Mike Couture now tending to Terry Sexton. Sexton is out. He is laying motionless. River Styx now looking directly in the eyes of Terry Sexton as Drago begins his, dare I say, winning ritual. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW tonight. This is Danger Zone, our flagship show here on Bloodsword6 Streaming. And folks, I've been talking a lot about XFW's sudden death, which was just a few weeks ago. We are still feeling the ramifications from that event. Now, we did learn the Destroyer will be in action tonight. The Destroyer recovered finally. He says he's 100% ready to go. And I hope so. In our main event tonight, the Destroyer will clash with a very well-known rival to himself, Seth Walker. Now, Walker has recently been in the XFW headlines for, well, folks, for right now, as far as we're concerned, he has ended the career of Morgan Steiner. Steiner is still in the hospital after the attack by Seth Walker a few weeks ago at XFW Sudden Death. And it's all stemmed from Morgan Steiner spending all of his time, all of his attention on Tia Adams, focusing on the XFW Women's Championship. Walker taking him out of action, and then Tia Adams losing the championship without Morgan Steiner to call the shots, feed her information, be the proverbial cheerleader, if you will, with his managerial duties. Seth Walker now grinning ear to ear, but it seems Morgan Steiner's entourage is completely disbanded. All the members are all over the place, scrambling, trying to get matches with somehow Seth Walker has landed himself an opportunity to challenge the Destroyer tonight one-on-one competition. It is a non-title match. Edwin Bonet, thank you for liking that action, or liking the stream. I just saw questions there. Bad Boy Marshall Sweet is not in action tonight. However, he is slated to be on XFW Saturday Night Showdown as tomorrow night, as Bad Boy Marshall Sweet did return to in-ring action this past Wednesday night on XFW. Ground Zero, we're happy to see Bad Boy Marshall Sweet back in action here and absolutely looked fantastic against newcomer Jordan Cho on Ground Zero. And we understand that he will be back in action tomorrow night in XFW Saturday Night Showdown. But right now, we're going to head to the ringside as we go more one-on-one action next on the Danger Zone. James Patrick McMahon, thank you for liking the stream. And again, thank you all for tuning in to XFW tonight as newcomer Alex Quinn, Esquire, makes his entrance, folks. We have egos upon egos upon egos in XFW. But this young man right here, a man whose father, the owner and operator of a prestigious law firm, bought this young man's way into XFW. And now, as Ari saying, he's a top star here. This is your typical silver spoon. He's a jackass, folks. I'm just going to play inside out. This young man is a jackass. Now, don't get me wrong. He has done great inside the ring. But he already is saying he's a future champion here in XFW. He bought his way in on Daddy's dollar. Alex Quinn, Esquire. What I understand, he has passed the bar, but decided he didn't want to be in his daddy's law firm. Begged and pleaded. It seems this entitled, jackass, got his way to be a professional wrestler, so he's here in XFW.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from
he had an impressive win last week on XFW Ground Zero.
259 pounds.
He sure does take his sweet little time getting down to the ring. Definitely full of himself. I will give the man, he is a large competitor. He has an outstanding physique. I understand he plays a lot of racquetball at his father's country club, keeping himself in shape. But folks, he's one of those guys that just handed everything on a silver platter his entire life. He's never earned or worked for anything. But in XFW, you need to put in the work. And tonight he'll go up against Dynamite Nick Thomas.
Aurora, Colorado, weighing in at 220 pounds, Dynamite Nick Thomas.
Dynamite Nick Thomas making his way down the ringside. The man that never says quit, that never die attitude. Making his way down the ringside. Dynamite Nick Thomas coming very, very close a number of times to XFW gold, but it does not get this guy down. A lot more in-ring experience than Alex Quinn. Here we go, folks. We're off and running. Collar double time now. Nick Thomas grabbing an armbar now, wrenching back on the shoulder of Quinn. Quinn with a nice counter and overhand wrist lock. Got to give him a little bit of credit there. And a takedown. Thomas delivered right down to the canvas. And now Quinn getting right in his face. And Thomas returns. Head scissors takedown. That's what you get for getting overly cocky here at XFW with someone as straight to business as Dynamite Nick Thomas, who lands a perfectly executed vertical suplex. We've got a cover now on Quinn. Quinn gets the shoulder up. Takedown now by Dynamite Nick Thomas. Alex Quinn, welcome to XFW. And now stretching out the shoulder Thomas now, that is a bad position for Alex Quinn. And he stomps right on the elbow. Nick Thomas now starting to dominate. Thomas, a former All-American collegiate wrestler, has been in XFW for a number of years now. We're happy to have him. And again, this young man has a phenomenal attitude. Win or lose, this kid's got a smile on his face. And right now, he's taking it to Quinn, who rolls to the outside. Dynamite Nick Thomas in pursuit. Both men now on the outside. Thomas goes for a drop kick. Quinn dodging out of the way. And now hoists him up and dumps in the back of his head, colliding with those steel steps. Oh, and Thomas returns the favor and slams Quinn now into the steps. And a second time, Alex Quinn learning the hard way what XFW is all about. He might have awakened a beast in Dynamite Nick Thomas as he's talking about how he's going to be a champion in no time. Dynamite Nick Thomas has been struggling to get a championship around his waist for a while here in XFW. And no one takes lightly to when a new guy shows up and demands respect. You've got to earn it here in XFW. Both men now back inside the ring. Quinn on top. Nice forearm by Quinn. Lights up a shot. Quinn now off the ropes. Big right hand by Quinn just lit up Thomas. But Dynamite Nick Thomas staying resilient, getting back to his feet. Quinn now hoists him up. Setting him on the outside. Only to pull him back in. I don't think Quinn knows what he wants to do, but just blasted his face down. Again, you see the greenness, the rookie shots here of Alex Quinn. Unsure what he wants to do. He's got a cover now, leg is hooked, but not even a 1 count. Too much left in the tank for Dynamite Nick Thomas. Big right hand. Thomas fires back, shot to the midsection. Johnny Glow, thank you for sharing the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. And now Dynamite Nick Thomas back in control. Irish whip off the ropes. Beautiful arm drag by Nick Thomas into a cover. Quinn might be in trouble. And a kick out again. Quinn getting back to his feet. And right back to the outside goes Alex Quinn. Thomas now making the charge. Here he comes. Quinn fires back. Using the blind side of the corner. And now Thomas sent into the ring post. And a second time. Alex Quinn easily learned the shortcuts here in XFW. Thomas now sends him back inside. Quinn already getting back to her feet. Thomas again showing that energy right back to his feet. A clubbing blow to the back of the head. And now Thomas making a beeline right to the top rope. This could be the setup. The knees come up in the spine. I thought that might have been the senton bomb from Thomas. Belly-to-belly suplex now by Quinn. Dynamite Nick Thomas, I thought he had that laid up. Had the opportunity with that senton bomb, and now out to the outside arena floor. Again goes Nick Thomas. And Quinn now again celebrating as Micah, wow, that was an unneeded gesture towards the audience by Quinn. Thomas trying to beat the count, goes back inside to go a shot. Overhand by Alex Quinn levels Thomas down to the canvas. But Dynamite Thomas counters through with a shot to the head. Wind up now, up and over the top rope, now Quinn to the outside. These guys cannot keep this match inside the ropes to save their careers. Both men now back inside. Quinn with a kick to the midsection. Hoists up Thomas on the shoulder, flaps him down, face first. Good Lord. Only a 2 count, but that was a close 2 count. Quinn almost punching the ticket for Dynamite Nick Thomas, but again, that never dying, that never quit attitude of Thomas showing through. Quinn looks a little frustrated by that. On the ropes, Thomas with a counter, and again, out to the outside arena floor we go between these two. Quinn quickly sends him back inside. Quinn now hoists him up, goes for a choke slam, and Dynamite Nick Thomas with shots to the elbow. Thomas now, butterfly position, takes him up and over, beautiful suplex. All impact, no bridge. Thomas again, going to the top. Thomas looking for a big time moonsault. Some serious hang time by Nick Thomas. But Alex Quinn again gets the shoulder up. Thomas now standing over Quinn. Quinn counters and lays him out with a big time clothesline. Quinn now again hoisting the man up. And a second time, that front slam by Alex Quinn leveling Dynamite Nick Thomas. Hard impact now into the turnbuckle. Kick caught now by Thomas. Thomas, beautiful judo-style takedown. Alex Quinn now in trouble. Dynamite Nick Thomas showing again how far the experience can go inside the squared circle. Quinn again with a counter. Kick to the midsection now by Quinn. Quinn with a double unhook. Drops him down. Face buster. We've got a cover. Quinn gets the victory. Call a man lucky if you will, folks. But Alex Quinn pulls off the victory. Dynamite Nick Thomas already back to his feet. Really? Alex, I'm surprised by that. Color me, wow. Color me shocked. Alex Quinn extending the hand to Dynamite Nick Thomas. I wouldn't have guessed that in 1,000 years, folks. If you heard the guy talk backstage in the locker rooms, every time the man speaks, it resonates, just anger and just frustration in your ears because the guy is just a jackass. All he does is brag about his car, his number of cars, his Hollywood Beverly Hills home, the country club, yada, yada, yada. It goes on forever. And now he talks about how he's going to have XFW gold in no time, how he's your future champion. And I'm surprised to see the handshake to Dynamite Nick Thomas. I'll be perfectly honest, folks. Well, again, we've got the doors of XFW are constantly being kicked in by newcomers left and right, folks. We've got people banging on the doors trying to get into XFW, begging for contracts, trying to get on our programming on just a monumental basis. And again, Alex Quinn now coming in, Dashing Danny Diamond, Davidson Howe, Jordan Cho. We've got a number of new competitors here in XFW, and folks, there are more on the way. It does not stop. It's a rotating door, and again, some of these superstars will stay, some of them will not. It all depends on how well you guys react to these characters and how well they are loved here in XFW and if they want to stay. Now, earlier tonight, we saw Drago victorious over Terry Sexton. Again, Drago's presence, his grip over the stars here in XFW continues to grow almost exponentially. First was the Wanderer, Owen Bush, being pulled under the dark shroud of Drago. Then was Mama Fenwick's baby boy, Walter Fenwick, who's now referred to himself as the Monster Fenwick. And then just 2 weeks ago, Todd Finch literally served himself up to Drago, folks. Now this came from Dirk Webb, who had his seeds out there planted and pulled us in, that Todd Finch approached Drago and said, I want to be one of the ministry. And Drago easily taking him under his wing, and you've already seen the change in Todd Finch. Well, folks, Finch is in action tonight as the ministry heads down to the ring again next on XFW Danger Zone. And here comes the Monster Fenwick making his way out.
The following contest.
Where's the rest of the ministry?
One fall.
This is a tag team match.
Introducing first, representing the Ministry of Darkness from West Memphis, Arkansas, weighing in at 477 pounds.
477 pounds of sheer monstrosity coming out to the ring, the Monster Fenwick. The beast under that mask used to be a happy-go-lucky farm boy from Oklahoma. And now under the guise, under the ruse, under the dark shroud that is Drago and the Ministry of Darkness. Fenwick coming out solo. That is absolutely frightening, ladies and gentlemen. The Ministry's music still playing out. And here comes Finch. And there's the Wanderer directly behind him.
The Monster, Fenwick, representing
now I thought
of Darkness from California, weighing in at 300.
This looks like a change-up, folks. I was under the impression Finch was going to walk out to the ring with Fenwick and the Wanderer, but it looks like Fenwick is going to replace the Wanderer inside this match, and the Wanderer is going to be the representative on the outside for this contest. The Ministry changing things up tonight. This could be monumental. That is a lot of evil humanity inside the ring. And here comes former tag team champions, Hazard Warning.
Combined weight of 461 pounds.
461 pounds. These two competitors, folks. Adam, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Danger Zone. Hazard Warning combined do not weigh as much as the monster Fenwick himself. I'm going to say that again, folks. Hazard Warning, the former XFW Tag Team Champions, do not weigh combined the same weight as the monster Fenwick. Hazard Warning coming in at 460 pounds. Fenwick himself, 475 pounds. You put on top of that the 260 plus Todd Finch. The Ministry of Darkness might as well be throwing full-size passenger buses at people when they put these two giants in the ring. And again, you see the Wanderer now on the outside as Fenwick just stands there and stares. And Fenwick already a chop. Keith Hale walking directly at the monster. And Fenwick just laid him out. And there another one. Fenwick just chomping away. Drop kick now by Keith Hale. Unresponsive. Whoa. Fenwick now just shaking it off. The monster picks him up, tosses him into the ropes. Fenwick already manhandling Keith Hale. Hale just approached him and Fenwick just slapped him right down. Hale now trying to take out the base of the monster. Fenwick catches the leg. And again, just that right hand palm slap. And Hale collapses down to the canvas. And the monster already dominating this contest. Hale with a counter up on the top rope. The big man holds on. Fenwick getting right back inside. Keith Hale running to the outside now, trying to avoid the big man. Here it comes. Knee lift now by Keith Hale. Slows down the monster. A drop kick again, but Fenwick stays on his feet. Abdominal stretch now, but how long can Keith Hale hold on to that massive frame of Fenwick? Overpowers right out. Fenwick now, the monster stretching, ripping on the head and neck of Keith Hale. Phelps is just watching in awe. Liam Phelps looks terrified in the other corner as Hale right now is being dominated by the monster. Tag, in comes Finch. Finch on the top rope and comes down clubbing on the arm. Full Nelson now by Finch and drives him down. Hard impact on Keith Hale, who is getting absolutely destroyed. Pushed him up, powerbomb. This is just ugly, ladies and gentlemen. Counted out by Hale. Finch now over the top rope and hangs on. Oh, and look at Finch now. Quick recovery right back in the face of Keith Hale. And now lands a couple shots. And now wind up, throws him to his own corner. And then backs away. Almost, there it is, waiting for the tag, allowing Liam Phelps to come in, and there's a clothesline. Allowing Keith Hale to make the tag is Todd Finch. The Ministry now just showing their dominance, showing that they don't give a rat's ass about their opponents as Finch lifts him up and drops him down on the shoulder into that backbreaker. Liam Phelps down with a counter, trying to keep this match alive for Hazard Warning. Finch instantly turns it around in a right hand, and a second, and the third, as Finch just lays in with some monstrous shots, pun intended, if you will. Counter again by Phelps. Keith Hale on the outside looks like he's ready to vomit after that beating he took, and now it's not much better for Liam Phelps as he gets sent to the corner. And a tag back in comes the monster as Phelps crawls to the corner. In comes Keith Hale again. He gets immediately sent to the canvas. Phelps now on the outside, laid out. Chin buster now by Hale. Goes for a knee lift. Fenwick again avoids it, and now pinching on the trapezius. The pressure points on the neck of Keith Hale. Dropping down to his knees now. Hale in trouble. He may have just passed out. Fenwick now turning his attention, and Liam Phelps brought right back in the ring. Sitting in the corner, minding his own business, and the monster now with a backbreaker on Liam Phelps, who's not the legal man. Keith Hale trying to save his partner now with a headlock, and delivers a shot to the face of the monster, who's already starting to get back on his feet. Keith Hale now with a clothesline. Delivers a second one. Hale now trying to build momentum. Leg lariat, but again, Fenwick shrugs it off. Hale with a modified neckbreaker takes the big man down. We've got a cover now on Fenwick. Not even a 1 count. Tag, in comes Liam Phelps. Hazard Warning now trying to utilize quick tags after the Ministry, and Fenwick again. Catches him, Fenwick now hoists him up. Fenwick in position. Look at Liam Phelps. Manages to lift the 400-plus pounder off the canvas with a tombstone countering it. Unbelievable. We've got a cover on Fenwick. But again, the shoulder comes up. And now the monster already back to his feet. Charges in. Liam Phelps with an enziguri. Liam Phelps has staggered the monster. Hazard, whoa. And a clothesline out for the big man. And a second one. And the monster Fenwick out of nowhere back in action. Are you kidding me? All the damage, he's got him up a second time. This time the tombstone collides to Liam Phelps. And a right hand to Keith Hale for good measure. Monster elbow drop delivered to Liam Phelps. Unbelievable. Wow. Fenwick and Finch all but decimated. Hazard Warning tonight. Here's the tombstone. Liam Phelps had a glimmer of hope there for Hazard Warning. But the monster Fenwick quickly put that to rest. There's the tombstone. Phelps had nothing left in after that.
Here are your winners, the Ministry of Darkness.
That is a trio of terror right there if you've ever seen it. The Wanderer on the outside screaming instructions to these two monstrous heathens. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the absolute stuff of nightmares. The Ministry continues to grow here in XFW, folks, and it's going to come to a head. Someone's going to need to stand up against the Ministry. Or, folks, XFW might be completely enveloped in this dark cloud that is the Ministry of Darkness here, folks. Drago's influence continues to have no bounds as these two just continue to run rampant here in XFW. And it's only a matter of time before it comes to a head, before somebody gets really, really injured, or before everyone is owned by Drago. Now, ladies and gentlemen, again, our main event tonight will be the Destroyer going one-on-one with Seth Walker. Now, it is a non-title matchup, but it is something Seth Walker has been looking for. David C. Evans, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Thank you for joining us. And while we have a moment, I want to thank everyone again for the likes and the shares they sent our way tonight here at XFW and Bloodsword6 Streaming. Thank you guys for your continued support of our crazy brand of digital professional wrestling. Now, again, I was talking a little bit about our main event tonight, the Destroyer going head-to-head with Seth Walker. Now, folks, Seth Walker has been looking for an opportunity to get back into the limelight here at XFW for another opportunity for a 7th title run. Now, a win over the Destroyer tonight, whether it be pinfall, submission, or disqualification, countout, whatever, what have you, Seth Walker could line himself up for a #1 contendership spot. However, he no longer has the clout. He no longer has the reasoning that Morgan Steiner had when it comes to contracts here in XFW. He doesn't have the dare I say, the power of the pen that Morgan Steiner had to magically get the booking committee to give him whatever match he wanted here in XFW. Seth Walker does know one thing, and that is sheer brutality. And he gets his way when that happens, folks. But right now, we're going to head down to ringside for more tag team action as the Cosa Nostra collides with the Anarchists, the current XFW Tag Team Champions, next on Danger Zone. And here comes Billy Rucci and the Hammer, Tony Vincent.
Scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring.
Viva la Familia.
Of 488.
As these two dominated the XFW Tag Team division for a number of months here. And the boss, Antonio Carino, not in the house tonight, but I'm sure is keeping tabs on his two hoodlums, his thugs here in tag team action tonight. But tonight they will have their hands full as they collide with the current XFW Tag Team Champions, the Anarchists. Ron Ferguson and Angus Hayes. These two have been dominating the tag team division ever since winning those championships back in October at XFW Fright Night.
26 pounds, the Anarchists.
Ron Ferguson, Angus Hayes, the XFW Tag Team Champions. Mary Barrett, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. Ferguson starting this match off with the loose cannon of the Cosa Nostra, Billy Rucci. Mary Barrett, thank you for liking the stream. Ferguson swinging away from the fences and a shot to the midsection. Now by Billy Rucci, staving off the big man. STO takedown. Ferguson already firing back at him, lays in a heavy headbutt. And goes right back on the attack. Hard impact in the corner, follow through with a big boot. Billy Rucci eating that size 13 right to the chin. Hard impact in the turnbuckle again. Ferguson now hoisting him up. Drives him down. Big time power slam. Tag. In comes Angus Hayes. Ferguson and Hayes have been acting as a well-oiled unit for months here in XFW. Angus Hayes was first on the scene here in XFW. Then came Crom Ferguson. And again, these two bounced back and forth between singles and tag team competition for a number of months before deciding to compete solely in tag team division, and quickly rose in the ranks, got to the tag team championships, and now have been running amok in XFW. Hayes turning things right around, and a big right hand to Billy Rucci. And then big Tony Vincent tags himself in. Angus Hayes with a chin buster. Oh, and a crescent kick right to the jaw as again the Anarchists continue to dominate this matchup. And now we got the two big men in. Belly suplex now by Ferguson, the fresh man for the Anarchists. Vincent and Ferguson damn near the same size. And here goes the hammer. Lays in a shot and a clothesline now. Ferguson flat on his back. Ferguson laid out now by the big man, the hammer, Tony Vincent. Vincent now blasting the head of Ferguson repeatedly off the canvas. Kick to the midsection, and again a clubbing blow to the back. Ferguson laid out. Tony Vincent can match Ferguson in size and strength. And quite frankly, folks, both these teams have little regards for the rules. We've seen the Anarchists, how little respect they have for tag team rules, the referee's calls or anything. These two just like to fight. But Tony Vincent himself likes to shake it up, likes to get in your face. And there's a right hand from Ferguson firing back. Winds up again into the corner. Tag, in comes Angus Hayes. Double team maneuver here coming up. Off the ropes, double elbow delivered. Vincent rocked by that. Two shots right to the jaw. A wind-up shot now by Angus Hayes delivered. And Hayes now going to top. Tony Vincent doesn't even know what corner he's in. Here comes Hayes and misses the elbow. Diving tag. Tony Vincent, in comes Rucci. Snapmare now by Rucci. And then snaps the neck of Angus Hayes. We've got a cover. Hayes gets the shoulder up pretty damn quickly. Billy Rucci now on the offense. Tony Vincent on the outside, laying the canvas. He barely evaded that elbow drop from the top rope by Angus Hayes. Rucci now, the lunatic of the Costa Nostra, on the offense. Rucci now scaling the outside on the top rope. Hayes doesn't see it. He did see it coming. That'll break your tailbone. Rucci, though, able to collect himself pretty quickly. And a Pele kick right to the face. Angus Hayes just got played. Oh, super kick. Out of nowhere, Angus Hayes connects with a super kick. Billy Rucci, almost a pinfall there. That came out of nowhere, that lightning kick from Angus Hayes. Another knee strike. Billy Rucci taunting Angus Hayes, and he paid for it. Fires back, fireman's carry, takedown. Billy Rucci now, the insane lunatic of the cultural Solanza clothesline. And a second one. Angus Hayes quick to get back to his feet. Turned inside out with a spinning backbreaker. Now we've got a cover. But a kick out by one half of the tag team champions, Angus Hayes. And a tag again, in comes the big man. Angus Hayes not moving at all after that barrage. And the big time spine buster now. Hayes in trouble. Hayes trying to get back to his corner. Clubbing blown out of the back. Uh-oh. He's got him up. Big time choke slam by Tony Vincent. Just rocked Angus Hayes. We've got a cover. Wow, Hayes impressively gets the shoulder up again, but still laying motionless. Unable to defend himself. And again, in comes Billy Rucci. Rucci now approaching the lifeless Angus Hayes. Goes for belly to belly. Hayes fires back. Surprisingly, sends him to the corner. Hayes out of nowhere now back to life. And there's the super kick again. And down goes Billy Rucci. Angus Hayes springing back to life wildly. Tag in comes Ferguson. Where did he get this energy from? Swing by, Both men got him up. Total chaos. Connects by the Anarchists. We've got a cover. Vincent coming in, makes the save. All four men now in the ring. Right hand now. Ferguson staggered. The big man on the top rope. Are you kidding me? Goes to the knee drop, nobody home. The Costa Nostra fighting for everything they can. You see Tony Vincent desperately looking for a tag. Rucci fires back. Collarbone tie-up. The big man connects with a knee strike. Big wind-up, hard impact in the turnbuckle. Ferguson now in control. Billy Rucci catches a leg and lands a clothesline. Ferguson right back to his feet. Rucci though connects, drives him down into a bulldog. What a battle between these two teams. The Costa Nostra looking to, oh, down goes Mike Atura. Down goes Mike Atura. And Rucci now going to work in the corner. And now a blatant chokehold while Atura's not paying attention. You see him trying to call it off, trying to give word of warning to Billy Rucci. Ferguson rolling to the outside now. Rucci celebrating. I wouldn't celebrate too much. As long as that giant bastard is on his feet, you've got to worry about it. And here comes the big man. DDT on the outside. DDT on the outside to Billy Rucci. But somehow, that psycho son of a bitch is right back to his feet. Countered out by Ferguson. Big right hand by the big man. Full Nelson up and down. Billy Rucci turned inside out. And now he brings in Tony Vincent again. Is Crom Ferguson? What is he doing? Drops him down. Ferguson taking out both members of the Cosa Nostra. Winds him up again, sends him into the corner. Tag again, here comes Angus Hayes. Oh no. The Anarchist looking for it again. Total chaos a second time. Connects again on Billy Rucci. And again, all four men now coming inside the ring. And Vincent again there to make the save. But here we go again. All four men in the ring. Utter chaos as now Angus Hayes just tapped out Billy Rucci with a rear naked choke, strangling the Cosa Nostra member. Unbelievable. There's the first super kick from Hayes. The choke slam, there's these two went back and forth repeatedly. Wow.
Here are your winners, the Anarchists.
Wow. Angus Hayes with a rear naked choke, and Billy Rucci forced to tap out while Ferguson, and again, these two teams, and you see again the lack of respect for the rules of the tag team champions. The Anarchists again, all four members of both teams inside the ring at one time. And again, folks, you see Mike Atura trying to keep control of that contest. But the Cosa Nostra and the Anarchists, all four members getting in the ring. And again, the Anarchists just coming in. They do not care about the rules. They only care about those gold championships around their waist. They're going to do anything they can to keep those titles in their grasp. And you see that, folks, time and time again inside the square circle. And the Cosa Nostra put up one hell of a battle. But at some point, something's got to give, and that was the Billy Rucci not being able to hang on, had to tap out. And again, that's a new move that I have not seen Angus Hayes use before. Obviously, the Anarchist is getting a little bit more practice time, in-ring time, learning new maneuvers, only keeping their grip on the XFW Tag Team Championships that much tighter. Because the Cosa Nostra dominated XFW Tag Team Championships with those titles around their waist for almost a full year here in XFW. But the Anarchists now going on a number of months with the tag teams ever since last October when they captured those championships. 6 months now. The Anarchists, yeah, I had to count that. I've been drinking. I won't lie. The Anarchists, 6 months now going on tag team champions. And folks, they seem nigh undefeatable as they continue to knock down every opponent that comes across their way. While we're talking about people knocking people off, up next, the ladies take the center stage as Tammy Rose goes head-to-head in a non-title matchup with the brand new XFW Women's Tag Team or Women's Champion, Jajin Sakamoto. Next on Danger Zone. And here comes Tammy Rose. Tammy Rose herself, a former XFW Women's Champion.
Tammy Rose.
The bombshell from the United Kingdom. One of the original 16 women in our XFW Women's Tournament to crown our first ever champion here in XFW. This young lady has been a dominant effect in our women's division since its first incarnation. But tonight she is going to go head-to-head with now two-time women's champion Jajin Sakamoto. Sakamoto now a two-time women's champion, folks, and you talk about the Cinderella story. That is Jajin Sakamoto. Sakamoto first came to XFW starting off with damn near 7 back-to-back losses, had a hard time getting herself accustomed to the style of wrestling and the competitors here in XFW, but once she made a slight adjustment in her in-ring presence, began to dominate every opponent she had, got herself to the Women's Championship, and then dominated there. And now, Tammy Rose did not seem happy. You didn't see that smug look on her face. There's the bell, and here we go. And these two know each other very, very well, as already both are swinging wildly. Kicked in the midsection now by Sakamoto. Tammy Rose now catches it, sweeps out the leg of the Women's Champion. A lot of folks are already talking about how long they think Jajin Sakamoto is going to hold on to the championship a second time. Will it be just as long as the first? Will she be able to go back to back to back as she lands a neckbreaker right now on Tammy Rose? A lot of folks feel she won't be able to hang on to the championship this long because now everyone is wise to her game here in XFW as she comes off with an outstanding exploder suplex on Tammy Rose. Goes for a dropkick. Rose with a counter into a splash and drops the champion down. Rose now stomping away on Sakamoto. Sakamoto catching the leg and a spinning heel kick lights up Tammy Rose as these two continue to exchange offense and counter one another time and time again. And now a drop kick from Tammy Rose. Again, these two know each other very, very well. They've competed time after time after time, and Tammy Rose will love nothing than get a victory tonight over Jajin Sakamoto. This is Sakamoto's first match after defeating Tammy Rose for the title at XFW Sudden Death. Tammy Rose would love to embarrass her, love to get a victory, and get herself in a title hunt for the Women's Championship. Sakamoto now in control, drop kick right to the back of the neck. Sakamoto now, what an enziguri, connects right to the head of Tammy Rose. Elbow shot now by Rose, shaking off the champion. Snap suplex takeover. I thought she was going to go for that brainbuster that she likes to finish off all her opponents with. Hitting that early could spell doom for Jajin Sakamoto. Tammy Rose and Alex Webb have had a legendary rivalry here in XFW with the Women's Championship. Sakamoto and Webb have had some outstanding match of the year qualifying matches here in XFW as these two now struggle over an armbar. Sakamoto rolling through, grabs her by the head and 10 scissors to counter the move. Beautiful execution by the Women's Champion Jajin Sakamoto. And now a wind-up shot right to the jaw of Tammy Rose. Rose again with a counter, the Irish whip, and a drop kick beautifully executed. Jajin Sakamoto just got rocked. Right hand again by, turn around again. Before I can even finish my sentence, Jajin Sakamoto turning the tables on Tammy Rose, and now on the middle rope, Sakamoto lands the forearm right across the snout. Covered now by Sakamoto. Kick out by Rose. Both these ladies in each other's faces, back and forth contest. Tammy Rose now double underhook and plants her down face first. Goes Sakamoto. Tammy Rose now 2 knees in the midsection. Another reverse handspring and lights up Sakamoto. Tammy Rose looking to finish this off early. Danger Sakamoto in a world of trouble. Counters it and levels her. Spinning heel kick. Tammy Rose just got devastated. Up on the shoulder, could it be Sakamoto driver? No, turns her down. Almost a kryptonite crunch style maneuver, dropping her down on the canvas. Front face lock down by Sakamoto, wands up the arm. Puts her up, leg is hooked. Exploding, you saw the look of despair on Tammy Rose once her head and leg were locked into position there. Counter again by Rose. Up over the top goes the women's champion. And a drop kick at Rose sends Sakamoto crashing to the outside arena floor, and now giving her the loser call. Trying to play the mind games now is Tammy Rose. Leg drop now on the outside. Rose now, submission hold on the outside. Sakamoto in trouble. Even a count out will give Tammy Rose a victory. Both ladies back to their feet. Rose sends her almost careening into the steel steps. Rose goes inside. Sakamoto on the outside. Rose looking possibly. Nope, not for the count out. Goes to the outside, forcing Mike Turner to start the count over. Tammy Rose looking to embarrass Sakamoto. Head scissors on the outside. Devastating impact on Jaden Sakamoto. Sakamoto counters to Rose spinning heel kick. Sakamoto makes a beeline for the inside. Sakamoto's taking a lot of damage in this match as these two continue to fight. Both ladies now back inside the ring. Roundhouse kick by Rose, and now both ladies now beginning to counter each other time and time again. Feeling each other out. Sakamoto taken by her head and tossed across the ring. Rose now getting a little full of herself. Clothesline now by Tammy Rose. Devastates. And the second one. Rose now off the ropes. Leg lariat. Sakamoto blasted. And 2 knees again. And now the backflip again by Tammy Rose. Rose now starting to dominate the women's champion. Pushed her up. Sakamoto delivers a shot to the midsection to break the hold. Big right hand now by Sakamoto. Jumping neckbreaker. Sakamoto just like that, turning the tables on Tammy Rose in this back and forth contest. Can you thank you for liking? Up on the shoulder. Sakamoto driver. Sakamoto driver. And a Sakamoto victory. What a turnaround. Tammy Rose had everything lined up. Lisa Burdick, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to Danger Zone. What a battle between a former champion and the current champion. What a battle back and forth. Tammy Rose looked like she had everything lined up until right there. Sakamoto with that neck breaker and then lines up the Sakamoto driver and takes out Tammy Rose. What a phenomenal match. Karan, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. What an outstanding match between those two young women. I don't want to take anything away from Tammy Rose. She's an outstanding competitor here in XFW. And again, she is a women's champion in her own right. But Jaden Sakamoto, an outstanding battle back and forth. Just a great match between two top-tier competitors here in XFW, ladies and gentlemen. And again, if you're just tuning in, thank you for joining us here at XFW. This is XFW Danger Zone, our flagship show here on Bloodsword6 Streaming. We've got a lot more matches coming your way tonight, including, again, as I talked before, our main event featuring Seth Walker colliding with his repeated foe, the Destroyer, the current XFW World Heavyweight Champion. And folks, this will be an interesting match later on tonight. Why are our bottom follower bar not showing up on here. My program, there we go. Our programming being a little wonky tonight. Seth Walker and the Destroyer are both 6-time XFW World Heavyweight Champions. Now, Seth Walker was very, very upset when the Destroyer won his 6th title, matching Walker's number of title reigns. So Walker has been very vocal about wanting to get back in the title hunt here and capture the championship to be the 7th time and be the most dominant champion in XFW history. Now, from what I understand, he was trying to get Morgan Steiner to negotiate that battle some time ago until the Eliminator showed up. And the Eliminator saying he wanted to rid XFW of the Destroyer. And, well, if you watch XFW Sudden Death, you saw how that went. So that'll be our main event later tonight. But right now, the XFW brand new crowned XFW United States Champion in action next on Danger Zone. And here comes Jesus Silva. Jesus Silva, one of the youngest competitors in XFW and our youngest champion ever. Capturing the XFW Internet Championship at just 19 years of age. Had a phenomenal, the first ever XFW Best of 7 series with Tiger Ramirez. Went on to become a champion after that. Ramirez just recently coming off the Best of 7 series with Raiden Yamashita. The two have yet to return back to action, taking some time off after that brutal series. 2 weeks, 7 matches, each one bringing down the house, much like Jesus Silva had with Tiger Ramirez. But tonight, Silva will clash with the newly crowned XFW United States champion, Savage Andre Stevens. The man who defeated Sean Owens in XFW Sudden Death. When you talk about people quickly climbing the ladder here at XFW, this young man quickly rose to stardom here at XFW. And capturing that championship away from Sean Owens. A phenomenal boxing career that Savage Andre Stevens had, and now he's having an outstanding professional wrestling career and has really adapted his size. Suthran, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW. Jesus Silva does not look too worried. Well, both these guys lounging out. Before the match, both of them look pretty relaxed about it. But now the bell is underway. And Savage Andre Stevens already on the attack. Elbow drop connects right to the top of the head of Jesus Silva. And now again, already we're seeing those quick hands of Andre Stevens connect to Silva. Both these guys very young in their careers, and now Silva firing back with his own right cross. Silva wraps around the waist, beautiful German suplex, already into a cover, but Stevens gets the shoulder up. Savage Andre Stevens is going to have to watch the lightning quickness of Jesus Silva. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex, all impact, no cover attempt at that time by Silva. And now a brutal roundhouse kick connects to the side of the head of the champion. The champion rolling out, but Silva on top. Beautiful arm drag. Taking Stevens head over heels, and now Silva in a commanding lead, dominating, outmaneuvering, using that quick speed. Bad place now for Savage Andre Stevens. Silva, where the hell is this young man going? On the top rope. What is this? Silva on the shoulders of Stevens. Holy hell! Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Silva on the shoulders of the champion, spins him right around into a Hurricane Rana, and now a combination of shots from Jesus Silva repeatedly. Stevens, though, catches the leg and levels Jesus with a hell of a clothesline. Again, I talked about how Andre Stevens has really adapted to the world of professional wrestling. You've seen him quickly learn a lot of the underhanded tactics, so to speak, of professional wrestling, using chairs. We've seen him a lot take the top turnbuckles off and expose those steel rings and use those to his advantage on a number of occasions. Catches Silva, who went for high, and drops him back. Fall away slam now by the United States champion. Got a cover now on Silva. Almost a 2 count, but the young man gets the shoulder up. Silva now with a snapmare. Kick to the back. Stevens absorbs it, gets right back to his feet, but Silva right back on the attack. Hurricane Rana again. Stevens just may be outclassed at this point. Silva moving, keeping his pace, going very, very quickly. Stevens grabbing a front face lock. Shaft suplex on the outside, but Silva right back to his feet. Unbelievably so, and a Northern Light suplex on the outside. Jesus Silva. Oh, and now sending the steel steps. Silva springing back to life, but that right there, you see him writhing in pain, holding his midsection. That may have had a big impact. Both men now back inside, and here comes again Savage Andre Stevens, lands a clothesline. Stevens now combination, and there's a big right hand. Haymaker shots that we've seen Stevens use in the past. Clubbing shot to the midsection, and another. Oh! What a fire back, and an elbow shot again. Jesus Silva countering those shots, and into a cutter, beautifully executed by Andre Stevens. We've got a cover. Instant kick out by the former internet champion as both men get back to their feet. Stevens again on the shoulder, and a second time the cutter connects. This time Jesus Silva rolling to the outside. Stevens choosing not to in pursuit. Here comes Silva again. Stevens charging in, Silva dodging out of the way, and now goes to the base, trying to take out the legs of the champion. Upship now by Silva, in the corner we go. Stevens turning things around now, not falling for the bait. Hoist him up, exploder suplex in the corner by the champion, and now demanding Silva getting back to his feet. Left hook now, and another one, and a big right hand by Savage Andre Stevens. Jesus Silva again staggered. Stevens now with a windup. Stevens hoists him up. There's the right hand. The monstrous pop-up right hook by Savage Andre Stevens. And that's it. Savage Andre Stevens, that lightning impact right hook, shooting him into the air, and that is the end of that one. What an outstanding match between those two. Again, Jesus Silva shows you why he's so quick, why he's a former champion. But again, Savage Andre Stevens is relentless in his abilities to fight. And again, I'm more surprised that he didn't use any underhanded tactics in this match, as we've seen him use time and time in the past. But again, right now, he is our United States champion. We are unknown yet if Sean Owens has a rematch clause in his contract, if he will take an opportunity to re-challenge Savage Andre Stevens for that, or if Sean Owens has to start from the bottom of the pile and work his way back up to a championship. Lisa versus Wraith is listening to this and works next week, so he can join replays when he can. We appreciate the fact that you guys still, even when you're at work, tune in to XFW here at Bloodsword6 Streaming. So some of the loyalty from the fans is absolutely outstanding, folks. You guys are top notch, time and time again. Saying thank you guys for the likes, the shares, and everyone else that tunes in XFW on a frequent basis. If you guys weren't tuning in and enjoying the shows, we would not be doing it here. Sometimes our viewership is up, sometimes it's down, but it's fun to get you guys in and keep you guys entertained with our ridiculous cast of characters here on XFW. And again, the fact that this started off as a board game 20 years ago and now is in full life here in a digital format on the interwebs is just a joy for me, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it here at XFW. I know Dirk Webb is tickled pink constantly that you guys enjoy this, as he was always been here with XFW and loves to see it. But right now, folks, we're going to head down to ringside for a rivalry that seems to be sparking up over this past weekend, next on Danger Zone. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts.
The following contest is scheduled for
as the most hated man in professional wrestling makes his way out,
Northridge, California, weighing in
the former World Heavyweight Champion, Brian Blaze.
Making his way to the ring from Northridge, California, weighing in at 200.
So nice, the ring announcer had to say it twice. Brian Blaze won the XFW Extreme Opportunity briefcase several months ago and tried cashing it in, not once, but twice. And both times, not actually having the contract in the briefcase, trying to pull a fast one over the Destroyer and the championship committee. The Destroyer luckily fighting off, but now Blaze coming out and attacking the new Extreme briefcase holder, Sam Ford, just this past Wednesday. And now this sparked this match as Brian Blaze will go toe-to-toe with the Tank right now. Brian Blaze still saying the briefcase should be his. The opportunities are his. And ladies and gentlemen, here comes the Tank.
And his opponent from Sandy, Utah, weighing in at 329 pounds, the Tank, Sam Ford.
The current XFW Extreme Opportunity briefcase holder. You see it in hand as Ford makes his way out. An epic opportunity in the hands of the Tank. I've heard that Ford is guarding that briefcase with his life. Ford still in his first year here in XFW, and now has an opportunity at gold in his hands. Brian Blaze has said he wants to challenge Ford for that briefcase, and Ford says you don't get to win it that way. And here we go. Brian Blaze with years of experience and championship under his belt, with Ford, sheer power and just drive and willpower going toe-to-toe tonight. But can the mind games on Brian Blaze, can they penetrate the armor of the Tank here in XFW? As Blaze lays in with a couple of shots, but Ford shrugs them off and lands a belly-to-belly suplex. Brian Blaze cannot go toe-to-toe with the strength of Sam Ford. Scoop slam now by Blaze, stomping away on Ford. Ford counters the right hand, lays in a shot of himself. Ford now hoisting him up, and Blaze tossed head over heels. Again, the belly-to-belly suplex. The sheer power of the Tank is amazing, but a kick out by Blaze. And Brian Blaze is so good at playing the psychological game, so good at getting inside the head of his opponents. Right hand now by Blaze. Blaze now with the knee of Ford, hoist him up into a knee breaker. Brian Blaze trying to take out the base of the big man. Picking Ford up. What's he got here? Takes him over vertical suplex. You're going to watch for Blaze to keep this pace slow and methodical. Try to keep the big man off his feet. Try to utilize, but Ford again into the corner. And a big time belly to belly again. Ford tossing Blaze damn near halfway across the ring, but Blaze comes back. The knee strike, but look at Ford. Stays on his feet. Blaze now on the outside. Blaze retreating now as the big man shrugs off all the damage from Blaze. Both men now on the outside. Blaze back in. And then right back to the outside now, actively trying to avoid Ford. Blaze going to the top rope. And connects double axe handle. Blaze now trying to play cat and mouse. Shot down now by Blaze. Inverted atomic drop. Big right hand again. Blaze now an own German suplex, hooking both arms under. Derek Smith, we're actually working on providing and getting our entire roster and characters on a sheet to post on our Facebook page. Just very time consuming. We're trying to get that up for you guys, as well as a history of a lot of our wrestlers. One of the reasons we haven't been able to put together XFW Crossfire the past 2 weeks, we've had so much going on here behind the scenes at XFW. It's been tough to keep up. Right now, Brian Blaze back in command of this match. Ford tossed into the corner. Luke spoke too soon. Ford turns things around and drives a shoulder into the midsection of Blaze. Blaze on the shoulder of Ford. Drops him down face first in the turnbuckle. Suplex down by the big man. Just like that now, Sam Ford going on a rampage. Cover again, leg is hooked on Blaze. Blaze gets the shoulder up. Blaze back to his feet and again rolls to the outside. Ford now taunting. Out comes the big man. Blaze winds up and sends him into the Bloodsword6.com table on a second time. And now head first. Blaze winding up and drives him down. Neckbreaker. Blaze breaking the count. Oh, come on now, Blaze. Pulling apart the table at ringside. Ford back to his feet. Blaze blasts him off the table. Blaze again sends him off the table. Ford fights back, trying to avoid now the t-shirt table at ringside. Blaze dodges out of the way and takes down the big man. Blaze again using the mind games, but Ford again continues to overpower Blaze. 2, almost a 3 count. The big man almost stealing one away. Here comes Blaze again, goes for the knee strike. The big man dodging out of the way. Hard Irish whip in the turnbuckle. Blaze fighting back, repeated shots now. And a takedown again by Brian Blaze. Blaze now stomping away in the face. And now Blaze walking on. And there's the knee strike to the back of the head. Brian Blaze. And now the cockiness. The insult to injury as Brian Blaze goes to work. And another knee strike now to the top of the head of Sam Ford the Tank. Blaze now again in control of this matchup. The former XFW World Heavyweight Champion Brian Blaze looking for another chance at glory. Underneath the ropes, and now neck first goes Sam Ford. Blaze has been playing cat and mouse this entire match repeatedly, and there's a right hand again. Ford sent crashing to the outside. Both competitors now in the proverbial danger zone, if you will, on the outside arena floor. A lot of excess damage happens in this area. Ford fire turns things around. Ford now headbutt on Brian Blaze. Blaze collapsing down at ringside. Referee up to a 4 count. Blaze dodging his out, kick to the midsection. And another strike by Blaze. Brian Blaze now again breaking the count. No intention of attempting a count out. Brian Blaze now just looking to hurt the big man. Again, this all stemmed because Sam Ford has the Extreme Opportunity briefcase. Won it fair and square at the ladder match at sudden death, and Blaze just lights him up with a suplex, and Ford, avoiding a pinfall, rolls to the outside. Blaze now in pursuit. Here comes Ford, trying to hoist him up. Blaze fires back. Ford sends him into the barricade. And a headbutt now from the Tank. Blaze in trouble. The Tank now on the outside, in control. The referee again, continuing to count. Blaze sends him reeling again on the outside. Up to a 5 count. Blaze throws the Tank back inside. Again, this all stemmed because Brian Blaze attacked Ford this past Wednesday night on XFW Ground Zero. Oh, and a shot! Hard kick to the midsection by Ford. Just leveled Brian Blaze. And a clothesline now for the Tank. Swinging by Brian Blaze. The Tank now big time back body drop. Ford now spine buster levels Brian Blaze. We've got a cover now by the Tank. Blaze gets the shoulder up. Blaze now back to his feet. Here comes Blaze on a clothesline again. And right outside again as these two continue to battle goes Brian Blaze. Ford just launching Blaze across the outside. Blaze with a wind up. Ford sent hard into that steel ring post. Back and forth these two battle here. But how much more can it take to see Sam Ford, his head in the red on the Yamamoto Bluetooth device. Blaze now hooks the arms. Blaze, there's the DDT. Double undertook DDT by Blaze. That could be it. Ford gets the shoulders up. Ford gets the shoulders up. Blaze not happy about it, screaming now. Picking the big man back up. Big right hand now by Blaze. Blaze rolls him through. Hooks it again and another time. The double underhook DDT. That one puts the exclamation point on it. The Brian Blaze looks like he's been through war. Brian Blaze pulls off the victory. Ford laid out. Blaze, take a second looks here. Blaze now attacking a helpless Sam Ford. Stomping away now, Mike Couture trying to get out of there. Again, the tenacity of Brian Blaze. You've already won the match. You've made the point to turn around and attack the man. And again, folks, this is all probably part of a psychological warfare of Brian Blaze. Looking to get inside the head, looking to find an opportunity somehow to get that briefcase away from the Sam Ford is exactly what Brian Blaze says he wants to do. Now, Sam Ford says there's no way anyone's getting that away from him. He wants to cash that in. Ford has even gone on record saying he wants to do it the right way. He wants to announce his cash in against the World Heavyweight Champion, the Destroyer, and be respectful. He doesn't want to take the cheap way out and cash it in behind the Destroyer's back. Sam Ford says he has respect for the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, if that happens or not, because I know a lot of folks have been in the ear of Sam Ford and told him, you cash it in when you have an opportunity. Don't play games with it. It's something you do not want to do. But Ford has too much respect for the champion, says that, but Brian Blaze wants that briefcase back. He wants yet another opportunity at the Destroyer, trying to weasel his way in to another championship reign here in XFW. Well, up next, ladies and gentlemen, a return to XFW. Evolution has been very absent as of late, as Showtime Shane Black has been spending a lot of time in TKWA and is once again the TKWA World Heavyweight Champion. Now, Evolution has been spending a lot of time away from the ring, doing outside activities and outside projects. And again, Black has been spending a lot of time in TKWA. But Evolution says they are ready for another full run here in XFW. In-ring action. All three members, Showtime Shane Black, Big Time Jim Slater, and John Mad Dog Rogers, all coming back to XFW in full capacity. And that starts tonight, next. Ladies and gentlemen, Evolution in the house. All three members here on XFW Danger Zone.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
Showtime Shane Black in singles competition
from
tonight.
Allentown, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 222 pounds. Showtime Shane Black.
We are happy as hell to have Evolution back tonight in XFW. Too much have they been absent. We've seen glimpses of matches here and there. But all three members of Evolution said they are ready for be back in XFW full time. And tonight, Shane Black will go one-on-one with the former Internet Champion, Brody Daniels. But again, his two lifelong friends, John Mad Dog Rogers and Big Time Jim Slater at his side. It is always a joy to see Evolution inside the ring. But tonight, Black will go up against a man he's never faced before. The man who refers to himself as the main event,
his opponent,
Brody Daniels.
New Jersey, weighing in at 220 pounds.
Daniels and Black are very much similar in size and strength, but Black with a lot more in-ring experience than Brody Daniels. However, Daniels has really elevated his game here in XFW over the past year. From what I understand, folks, Black came into the offices earlier this week, signed an open contract, said, I want a match. I don't care who it's with. I don't care who it's against. Signed it and walked out of the office. The booking committee posted it on a board, and Brody Daniels says, I'll take that match. So this match for Brody Daniels could be a monumental stepping stone for him if he could get a pinfall or submission victory over Showtime Shane Black tonight on Danger Zone. There's the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Showtime Shane Black, a former tag team champion, United States champion, World Heavyweight Champion on 2 occasions. Brody Daniels, a former XFW Internet Champion. Rick Fletcher, thank you for liking the stream. Welcome to XFW Danger Zone. Neckbreaker now by Showtime Shane Black as he takes an early leg. Goes for a kick. Daniels counters out of the way. Daniels now with an Irish whip. Goes for a clothesline. Black trying to dodge and he drives him down. That was outstanding by Brody Daniels, lighting up Showtime Shane Black. Daniels down with the wraparound. Black in trouble. Black with a nice snapmare. Rick Fletcher, thank you for sharing the stream. Daniels reverse it. Overhand wrist lock down by Brody Daniels. Black counters into a hammerlock. Back into a side headlock. Beautiful execution by the former heavyweight champion. Daniels backs him into the ropes. Off the ropes we go. Daniels shoulder tackle. Both men standing equal. Chin breaker now by Daniels. Rocks Showtime. So far, these two have been very equally matched, exchanging moves back and forth. Black now with an Irish whip. Nice drop down by Black into a leapfrog. Black now up and over sling blade. Showtime then an elbow drop. And a second one. And a third for good measure from Showtime Shane Black. Welcome back, Evolution. Black now with a knee strike right to the back of the head of Brody Daniels. No, Lisi did not miss Glee. Glee not scheduled in action tonight. Glee will, however, be in action tomorrow night on XFW Saturday Night Showdown. Big right hand now by Showtime. Daniels rocked by that one. Usher again by Black. Daniels with a shoulder tackle, and now snapmare by Daniels. And Daniels right into a chin lock. Trying to wear down Showtime Shane Black. Now is Brody Daniels, a former internet champion. And again, Daniels asked for this match. Black had the open contract, and now really wrenching in on Showtime is Brody Daniels. Not even a 1 count. Daniels doesn't know Shane Black that well. You're not going to get a pinfall victory on Black that early on. Black with a counter into a spinning heel kick. Levels Brody Daniels, and Showtime springing to the top rope, off and goes to the elbow, nobody home. Brody Daniels had that one scouted, and Black comes up with nothing. Super kick now by Daniels. Shades of Showtime himself. Can you imagine Brody Daniels knocking out Showtime Shane Black with his own finishing maneuver, the showstopper super kick? What kind of insult? How embarrassing would that be for Showtime Shane Black? Right hand now by Black. Shakes it off. Black now the handful of hair on Brody Daniels. Daniels with an elbow shot now. Goes for an Insiguri. Black counters through. Black now combination into a DDT. Showtime Shane Black, 20 plus years inside the squared circle. Counter after counter now on Brody Daniels. Hard impact in the turnbuckle. Both men now exchanging shots left and right. Black now in the corner, comes off big time Insiguri. That took a little bit out of Showtime as well. We've got to cover, the leg is hooked. Wow, Daniels gets the shoulder up, not even a 1 count. Black himself looks a little surprised by that. Elbow shot now by Daniels, rocks Showtime. Black again counters through, and another spinning heel kick by Showtime. Hooks him up, hoists him up, brainbuster now by Black. Levels Brody Daniels. We've got a cover. And a kick out again by Daniels. Black again looks a little surprised by that. Big time Jim Slater, Mad Dog John Rogers on the outside watching on. Black now the fist drop square to the eyes of Brody Daniels. Snapmare counter by Daniels. And again the super kick by Daniels. And this time into a German suplex. Black gets rocked again. Daniels multiple times now, insult to injury. Trying to roll Black over now for the cover. Showtime again gets the shoulder up. I think Black got more than he bargained for in this match. Brody Daniels lands the Shining Wizard. That could be it right then and there. Showtime Shane Black now in a world of trouble. Black gets the shoulder up somehow. The last moment. Black gets the shoulder up. There's a clothesline now by Showtime. Brody back to his feet. Black winds up into a neckbreaker. Somehow, Black reached down deep and got that shoulder up somehow. Black now tossing him into the middle of the ring. Black again to the top rope. Drop kick right between the eyes by Showtime Shane Black. And now the crowd roaring again. Daniels with a scoreboy. Daniels with a scoreboy. Black again gets the shoulder up. Daniels almost stealing one away. Brody Daniels is doing outstanding against Showtime Shane Black. Black with a big time right hand. Showtime again, the brainbuster. Brody Daniels rocked by the brainbuster by Showtime Shane Black. Black now in the corner. Black trying to load the boot. Showtime super kick connects. Cover again by Black. Wow. Brody Daniels now gets the shoulder up. Black trying to shake it off, trying to not look like he's affected by that, but you gotta imagine. Black is shocked. Not many people kick out of that maneuver. Black on the ropes. Goes to the clothesline. Daniels able to counter through. Wow, this is impressive. Black fighting for everything he's worth. Call it up, tie up now. I don't think Black thought he'd get this much fight out of Brody Daniels. Black now Beautiful head scissors by Showtime. Shane Black and a clubbing shot to the back by Showtime. Daniels again trying to steal it. Hooks him up. Black again gets the shoulder up. What a back and forth match between these two. Black again shoves him away. Super kick by both, but Brody Daniels connects. Daniels now with a ground and pound as these two continue to battle it out in an absolutely outstanding match. Black again fights through. And another super kick. Just like that, Black lights him up, but doesn't go for the pin this time. Black with a clothesline. And lands a second one. Leg lariat connects. Showtime, Shane Black. Schoolboy possibly a roll up. And another super kick delivered by the TKWA World Heavyweight Champion. We've got a cover. Black gets the pinfall. What an outstanding match between those two. Brody Daniels impressive tonight. Wow. Big time Jim Slater, his partner in there, welcoming his friend back to in-ring action. Evolution. In outstanding fashion tonight. Happy to have Evolution back in XFW full-time, even though Showtime Shane Black will be defending the TKWA World Heavyweight Championship repeatedly in the TKWA World Heavyweight, our sister federation, the guys we like to cross-promote with all the time. What an outstanding match between those two. I got to give Brody Daniels credit, folks. Brody Daniels held his own against a top-tier XFW star, a former two-time World Heavyweight Champion, a former United States Champion, and former Tag Team Champion. Showtime Shane Black has said in the past he's looking to be the first ever star in XFW to be the Grand Slam winner. There are rumors he's citing to take away the XFW Extreme or the Internet Championship to be XFW Grand Slam Champion. Now, again, that's only rumors. That's hearsay in the locker room. Actually, I got that from Dirk Webb, and sometimes Dirk Webb's right. Sometimes he's wrong. Well, I'm going to face it. Dirk Webb is usually right, and I wind up with mud on my face. But, folks, can you imagine Showtime Shane Black going after the Internet Championship to be the first ever Grand Slam champion here in XFW? If anyone can do it, it would be Showtime Shane Black. But again, he puts a big target on his back. Showtime Shane Black is an awesome performer here in XFW, but has a tendency to run his mouth. However, he normally can back that up. But he does have a tendency to rub people the wrong way, getting in their face. But again, that's the level of Showtime. However, he does have a lot of respect for other people inside the ring. Black still is very cocky. And when you've got John Mad Dog Rogers and big time Jim Slater backing you up, that can go a long way. Well, ladies and gentlemen, up next is our main event of the evening. Seth Walker and the Destroyer going toe-to-toe tonight in a non-title matchup. But this match could still have big ramifications. Seth Walker looking to excel himself to the #1 contendership spot. And any type of victory tonight over the Destroyer could easily elevate him. Now, at the same time, he's still going to watch over his back as Sam Ford has the Extreme Opportunity briefcase. However, Ford has said he doesn't plan on cashing that in until he announces it ahead of time. But we know how things are subject to change here in XFW. Let's head on to ringside now. Our main event starts right now. And here comes Seth Walker.
The contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Entourage from Fort Worth, Texas. Weighing in at 262 pounds, Seth Walker.
Seth Walker, the former 6-time XFW World Heavyweight Champion. Walker had his last title run in an Elimination Chamber match where he successfully pinned every other opponent inside the squared circle. No one has ever completed that same feat in all of professional wrestling. We did learn afterwards, though, that Walker had inside information from Morgan Steiner about which chambers would open in what succession. Now, even though you still have that inside information, it's still a monumental feat to defeat every opponent in an elimination chamber. And tonight he will clash with a foe he knows very, very well. One of the most respected and feared men in the locker room. Ladies and gentlemen, the World Heavyweight Champion, The Destroyer.
21 pounds, one half of the Destroyer.
The Destroyer has traveled all around the world, competed in every country that has professional wrestling and has dominated everywhere he's gone. A long, storied career in professional wrestling. Countless amounts of championships. Lives for this business. Has nothing but respect for the rules of the ring. The life of professional wrestling, adheres to everything that is professional wrestling. And a lot of the traditions inside the ring. The Destroyer believes in them all. You saw him wipe his feet before he got inside the squared circle. I remember back earlier in 2020 when the Destroyer went toe-to-toe with Christopherson Pierce, and Pierce defeated the Destroyer. And the Destroyer said he would have let it go. There's a boot by Walker, but Destroyer shrugs it off and lands a clothesline and levels Seth Walker. As I was saying, Christopherson Pierce had a pinfall victory over the Destroyer. The Destroyer said he would have congratulated him had he not attacked the Destroyer after the match to rub it in. The next week on TV, on XFW Broadcasting, the Destroyer laid waste to Christopherson Pierce, as he said, for the lack of respect. The Destroyer always says if you beat him fair and square in the ring, he will shake your hand and he will walk away and accept the defeat. But when it's the lack of respect that the Destroyer, it's like a bull seeing the red cape, the red flag. Oh, down goes Mike Atura, and Walker now taking the Destroyer down. Big impact there as the two most decorated World Heavyweight Champions go at it tonight in our main event on Danger Zone. Destroyer going for a big boot, Walker able to counter through. Walker now again drops the champion on the back of his head. Wow, Walker going to the middle rope. Someplace you do not see Walker go a lot as he drives the forearm down. Walker going up to the ropes a second time, and again, the forearm to the face of the Destroyer. Walker seems hell-bent now on taking the Destroyer out tonight, looking for an opportunity to send a message to the champion that he wants an opportunity. But if it's one thing you can count on the Destroyer, who now tosses the big man by his throat across the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes there's a lot of men in XFW, a lot of competitors that are their strength is absolutely frightening. But the Destroyer sometimes damn near seems superhuman in the feats of strength. And again, to toss Seth Walker, a man nearly the same weight as the Destroyer by one hand. Destroyer now with a full head of hair. Both men almost tangled up in the ropes a little bit. Walker with a shot to the midsection, trying to break the hold, trying to stave off the Destroyer. Walker now his own front face lock. Walker hoists up the big man, drops him down knee first. Walker right back on the attack. Walker with the snapmare. Picks the Destroyer up, and again, we talk about feats of strength. How about that one right there? Walker picking the Destroyer up by his head. And now again, the Destroyer tossing Walker damn near halfway across the ring, and there's an elbow shot. Both of these big monsters dominate a lot of their opponents inside the square circle, and now to see them both clashing again. The Destroyer sending Walker to the outside. Destroyer going through the ropes now. Walker on the outside as the Destroyer makes an approach. But the Destroyer knows the level that Walker will go through as he sends the champion to the barricade. And now again into the barricade for a second time. He knows how Walker lives and enjoys hurting his opponents and causing permanent injury. That's got to be in the back of the mind of the World Heavyweight Champion during this match. Up to a 5 count. Walker hoisting up the Destroyer. Oh, the hellacious slam on the outside. Up to a 7 count. The Destroyer recovering, tossing Walker. Goes to the inside, up to an 8 count. The Destroyer breaks the count, goes to the outside. He may have easily had a count out, but Walker sending the barricade back first. The Destroyer didn't want the cheap victory. Not that any victory for Seth Walker is cheap. Walker's head sent to the steel ring post. These two have battled each other time and time again in XFW. Walker now tosses the Destroyer back inside the ring. The Destroyer getting back to his feet relatively quick, but Walker in pursuit. Right hand now by the Destroyer. Hoist him up. Oh, mega driver. A brutal move here in XFW. We've got to cover. And Walker gets the shoulder up. Unbelievable. Walker gets the shoulder up. The Destroyer now with a chokehold. Big time chokeslam now by the Destroyer. Walker in trouble. The Destroyer now. Destroyer now double underhook. Walker hoist up into a pile driver. Walker now rocked by the World Heavyweight Champion. Knee strike now by the Destroyer. That surgically repaired knee connecting. Walker is staggered. Destroyer's got him up on the shoulder. Burning hammer delivered to Walker. We've got to cover. The Destroyer victorious with a burning hammer. Are you kidding me? Sam Ford, who just said he wasn't going to cash in, has cashed in. Holy hell, who got in the ears of the big man? The Destroyer in the ring, and Sam Ford now on the attack. The Destroyers had a knockdown drag-out match. Thank you for liking the stream. Clothesline by the Destroyer, and a second one. Picks him up, drops him down. The Destroyer in control. Ford just got rocked. The Destroyer now. Wave of destruction kick out of nowhere. Ford gets the shoulder up. Ford coming out of nowhere, attacking the Destroyer, cashing in. After he says he's going to, the Destroyer picks him up, powerbomb. Both these men just had hellacious battles tonight. Ford, a brutal contest with Brian Blaze. And now cashing in on the Destroyer. Ushered by the Destroyer, big man on clothesline. The Destroyer in control match after match. Big boot now to Ford. Destroyer now for the choke slam. Ford with elbow shot. Repeated shot down by Ford. There's the Terran kick. The Terran kick. The Terran kick. We may have a new champion. We may have a new champion. Whoa. The Destroyer instantly gets the shoulder up. What is he made of? The Destroyer's got him up on the shoulder. Burning hammer. A second burning hammer tonight. Oh my dear Lord. How is that even possible? The Destroyer. It's like a rush of energy, the Destroyer. Staving off again the attack of yet another man, the third time in 3 weeks. The Destroyer Wave of destruction kick with Forbes somehow gets the shoulder up just before the 3 count and then lands the turn kick. But somehow the champion lives through it. Lands the burning hammer.
Here is your winner, and still
What is that man made of? Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to XFW. We'll be back tomorrow night. Johnny Ivan, thank you for 200 stars. We'll be back tomorrow night with XFW Saturday Showdown. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for more XFW action. Unbelievable.